I was at a conference a couple of weeks ago where they had a keynote speaker by somebody from the Disney Institute, and it was a leadership thing. But well, he showed a bunch of pictures, and one of the things that I think about with Disney is they make even driving up to and into the park an experience. And when I think about, I drive by a number of senior living communities every day. In my community, we have a lot of communities near my house and on some of the routes I travel. And I'm always impressed by how understated they are. Boring, I don't know whether boring is too strong a word, but maybe boring. And how do we make them bigger and bolder? And I think people are afraid of offending. And so how do you make that balance?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that fear of being too dynamic is it's like the false model. Again, it's like I'm going to be conservative because I think the resident is a conservative person. In today's, baby boom generation that's coming online, I mean, they've traveled the world. They're more educated. They're wealthier. They're more traveled than any seniors in history. And even those seniors that aren't super well heeled, they come from a pretty basic financial background, they've seen the world through movies and TVs and some travel, and they're aspirational. They've been aspirational, and they don't want their latter years to be dumbed down. So we use the word choreograph to choreograph the first experience someone's going to have in the facilities. And we start with the address, and we go into like the Google Earth and the major map models, and we go, if I'm going to plug that in, where am I coming from? Which direction am I likely to arrive? What am I going to see offsite before I get there? And then what am I going to see first? Like you mentioned, the Disney model is, what is the first thing you see, and what kind of experience, what visceral experience is going to hit you in the chest? And again, is it something I want to keep going that way, or is it something that, to use your words, that it's kind of boring and same old? And boring and same old is not a good business model if you want to beat your competition.